but for this law school, I would not have achieved any of the professional success that I achieved.
But for this law school, I would not be on the Supreme Court of Ohio.
I owe, obviously, everything to the law school. It meant everything to my career.
Our law school was founded in 1897. The first law school in Ohio to admit women, and one of the first law schools in the nation to admit people of color. The majority of the judiciary in Northeast Ohio graduated from our law school. 3 of the 7 justices today on the Ohio Supreme Court are graduates of our law school. People like Congressman Louis Stokes, the first black mayor of any major city in America, Carl Stokes. Former Congresswoman, now HUD Secretary Marcia Fudge, the list goes on and on and on.
You feel where other people have walked before, who have mattered in this world, and who have made other people matter.
The law school here at Cleveland State is a huge asset to this community and to really the whole region. You can't think about the progress of Cleveland without thinking about this law school.
The fact that our graduates are so well represented in government and education and civic and business and the professions just speaks well to how we've contributed to the community.
You can't throw a stone in Cleveland without running into an alumni who's in a position of power. Our alumni go on to shape and change the city and the county and the state and the justice system.
I don't know that there is an institution in Cleveland, Ohio that has such deep roots throughout our community more than this one.
The results speak for themselves. The alumni of this law school represent some of the best community leadership, not only here in Ohio, but nationally.
What makes this law school outstanding is the culture, and it starts at the top with the leadership of Dean Fisher.
This law school is welcoming, we're diverse, we are accessible.
It's a very caring, committed to excellence, promoting leadership and service.
The primary thing that makes the school outstanding is the commitment of those who have chosen to teach here.
This law school empowers students by providing them with this legal education, but then also providing them with the platform to become leaders in their community.
What this law school did was prepare me.
I was fortunate enough to even try my first case as a third-year law student.
My experience in the law school was extraordinary. You know, I had an amazing education. I had an even more amazing support team.
I made lifelong friendships here. It's not just a law school, it's truly a family.
They care that you're doing well in not just this subject, but your mental health, your physical health.
I remember in the early days of school, they said, look to your left, look to your right. These are your legal colleagues for life. That is the network that you are building from day one.
The school has, from the beginning, been about equity. It started as a part-time school.
I was a night student. I worked as a waiter and worked at City Hall and then came to school at night. And this law school made it possible for me to do that. Otherwise, I would have never been able to go to law school.
Coming to this law school enabled me to see mentors and role models who looked like me.
We care very much about diversity, about inclusion, and we want to make sure that our students who are diverse students feel welcome and included at Cleveland State.
It's very important to support this law school because it's a public resource. It stands for excellence, it stands for equal opportunity.
It just gives everyone an opportunity to pursue their dreams. And once you're here, you have all the assistance you need to be successful.
When students are admitted to Cleveland State University College of Law, we send every admitted student this book, Just Mercy, which is the story of activist attorney Brian Stevenson and his fight against injustice. We send it to our students to send them a message that you should think of yourselves not just as lawyers, but think of yourselves instead as guardians of justice, because that's what they're going to be.
This school taught me to speak up, and I always felt that my teachers had given me the necessary equipment to understand how the law works and what I could do to make it better.
No one hands you justice. You gotta fight for it. A whole lot of fine people have died for it.
Because of this law school, I have lived justice, and I have fought for the little guy. It was the confidence and the experiences and the training that I received here that were the foundation of that. When I head into a courtroom and I have a trial and I'm up against some giant corporation that's armed with money and lawyers, I'm like, I got this. I got this.
125 years of having an accessible path to the practice of law. This is just one of the many crown jewels of the city of Cleveland.
There's a lot of history, and for you to have that history behind you to lift you up on all your pillars, it shows that you have a solid foundation and nothing can shake you.
The fact that this law school led in providing a legal education for people who were denied it elsewhere is a huge part of its history and its legacy. So 125 years marks a great legacy, and I believe is a catalyst to the next 125 years.